Like we get this one a lot, but
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel like we've answered it.
what are the best links to build that actually grow rankings? I'll let you start talking while I pull something up.
No one particular link is going to be your best friend when it comes to rankings. It's going to take a good foundation, which means you've got a diversified link profile. And again, we're talking from our school of thought, which means we're looking for longevity. And then you're going to use all of these with the idea, like imagine that this is a tool board behind us and you could physically reach and grab each link as a physical item. Like it's all of them are tools. And you're chipping away through the SERPs using these different tools, right? So when we talk about which ones are the strongest, right? Hypothetical, most people are right, and this is what they want to do, but hypothetical, a PBN is typically the strongest link that you're going to be able to get, right? If we're talking about all things created equal as far as the variables, metrics or amount of backlinks or equality of backlinks to all these particular assets, then the PBN link would pass the most juice because it is the homepage contextual link, which is historically that's been tested really well, and you can just type it into Google and go search and read, countless case studies on all of this. But does that mean you can exclusively use PBNs to get exactly where you want to go? Absolutely not. Again, it's dependent on a lot of variables, including, this chaotic kind of creating diversity by utilizing different tools to paint a sort of bigger picture. Having said that, bread and butter links, niche edits, guest posts, and then fine tuning with PBNs. A lot of people, they'll come, in my opinion, they'll have a premature link profile to want to use PBN links, but they think, hey, I've got 80 links and Ahrefs now and I'm ready to go. But you'll see there's not a lot of authority there. It's just like, basic pillow links, and then they want to muscle up. But it doesn't make a lot of sense whenever you consider natural link profiles. And that's what Google has better than anybody, is what looks natural in the SERPs, right? So if you're kind of emulating that and then kind of kicking things properly with the right tool, that's going to be, the best thing. The best link is the best link for that right moment in time. If you've got a site that's lacking in authority, maybe a niche edit or something with some historical value to it. If you've got all that, but your competitors have a little bit more oomph and power than you, then maybe a PBN is right for that, right? So right tool at the right time. But
Yeah, just to make things very simple for you, and I'll explain a little bit further, but very simple answer: niche edits and guest posts. PBN every now and then. Niche edits and guest posts are the bread and butter. But you, like what Nick's been talking about, you need a diversified backlink profile. So if your backlink profile is diversified already, moving forward with the niche edits and guest post and maybe a PBN every now and then, continuing to add some pillow links over time. But yeah, niche edits and guest posts are kind of the bread and butter if you're doing everything else correctly.
And they're pretty safe to use.
Yeah, they're safe to use as long as you're not just hammering exact match anchors. You got to keep your anchor profile diversified as well. I've got this article pulled up for you where we just talk about the types of backlinks used in SEO. And it goes into detail a little bit more. So of course, no follow links of course are not as valuable as a do follow link, but it's natural to have no follow links as well. Do follow links, of course, is going to be better for your rankings. So yeah, you want do follow links that are contextual, meaning it's a link like this. It shows up in a paragraph of information, right? Rather than just being like a sidebar link or a footer link, even though those can be good too. But best, contextual, meaning it's in a paragraph of information. It's surrounded by other, information that's relevant to it. It's a do follow link. It's maybe it's got some appropriate anchor text depending on what you're linking to. which can be a mix of different things. Yeah, and then guest posts and niche edits, PBN every now and then. Not too many on the PBNs. The cherry on top.
Cherry on top for the PBN.
PBNs
for
are
sure.
the cherry on top, not the backbone, right? Unless you know, some people probably get away with just heavy PBN use. It's like the last question we were talking about with, you know, using auto-generated backlinks. You know, you might use only PBNs on a site and do very well. Just the chance of that site getting penalized and tanking are much higher if you're just using a high amount of PBNs or only PBNs. Yeah, I'll just keep the answer simple because Nick already talked about diversity quite a bit. Niche edits and guest post. Cherry on top is the PBN.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.